Okay, so these videos will be about the problem of the week solutions. So I'm going to do like maybe one or two problems at a time, depending on how long the the problems take. Um, this particular video will cover questions 1, 2, and possibly 3 and 4. Okay, so here we go. Problem 1. Given the following measures of our triangle, find the missing side. Okay, so A, 32 degrees, B, 108 degrees, A is 5, and I want to find B. Okay, so I know I'm going to use lob signs with this one because I have A and side A. I also know that this is a single case. It's not an ambiguous case because I have two angles in one side rather than two sides in one angle. So with your calculators out in degree mode, we're going to use law of sines, which looks like this. We're going to substitute in the appropriate answer or the appropriate info. Now notice here that you are looking for a side, not an angle. That tells me I'm not going to use inverse sine. So cross multiply. I get 5 sine 108 is equal to B times sine 32 degrees. Now we're going to divide both sides by sine 32. Now, depending on your calculator, what you're going to do is you can type the whole thing in as written. Make sure you're in the right mode. All right, here we go. 5 times sine of 108 divided by sine of 32 is going to give me 8.97. With rounding. And there's my answer. Okay, question number 2 on your quiz, or your problem of the week. Which of the following could result in two triangles? Okay, there's only one setup that will do that, and it is side angle or side. Okay, so that's number 2. All right, on to number 3. Number 2, you should know from your notes and the lecture on Edgenuity and YouTube. Okay, number 3. Okay, so the following given information will result in two triangles. What are the possible measures for the angle B? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do 3 and 4 because they're kind of linked. So A is equal to 47. Little a is 10. Little b is 12. Okay, so this problem, kind of nice, because it straight out tells you that there's going to be two triangles. Okay, so again, this is law of sines. But this time, since I'm looking for an angle, I have to use that sine inverse. Should say 12. All right, here we go. Cross multiply. Oh, sorry. 8 is 10. And A is 47. Okay, so 10 times sine B is equal to 12 times sine 47. Divide each side by 10. So typing that into my calculator, making sure it's in degree mode, I get Yeah, that's the number my calculator kind of spit out. So your calculator might not spit out that. Okay. So now we have to take the sine inverse of both sides. Now my calculator has an interesting feature. It's called answer. And if you use that, you can put in the last answer. It's like a copy paste. It's pretty cool. So putting that in, I get 61.357. So if I look at my answers, I notice that they're all rounded to the nearest whole degree, which is nice. I also noticed that there's only 2 of them with 61, so that didn't help me narrow down my answers to 1. So to find the second possible b, okay, so interesting property of sine. In the first quadrant, you have equal ratios to the second quadrant. So from 0 to 180 degrees, the sine ratios will repeat and they'll be equal. So to get the second angle, you're going to subtract 180 from 61, and that'll give you 119. Okay? Now, your limit on the degree for a triangle is 180. So since you're in those first 2 quadrants, quadrant 1 and quadrant 2, you know that you can get an angle small enough that it'll still get you 180 when you add, okay, and not going over. Okay, let's talk about problem 4. Okay, problem 4 says, referencing the question above, what are the possible angles for angle C? So I have angle A is 47. Okay, I have 2 possible B's. So now I have to find my possible C's. To do that, I'm going to subtract from 180. So 180 minus 61 minus 47. Okay, the 47 is fixed. You're going to use that for both. Then 180 minus 119 minus 47. And that will give you your angle C's. So 72 and 14 degrees. And there you go. Not so bad. So these are my possible angle C's. All right, so we're going to stop the video right now because I don't want to make it too long, and we'll cover the rest of the quiz in the second video.